Hey guys, I'm Roxette Arisa, and today we are going to be going over my January 2017 favorites, which is crazy to say, but I feel like we all know what a favorites video is at this point, so I'm kind of just going to hop right in. I do have a little mix of makeup, skincare, and even a little fragrance favorite this month. So the first thing I want to talk about is something that I have used, I'm not even kidding you, every single day this month. I literally don't think there was a day that went by that I did not use this product, and it is this guy right here. This is the Buxom Full-On Lip Cream in the shade White Russian. I think I may have talked about this before, but this month I really rediscovered it, and I think it's literally one of my holy grail products now. I do have it on today. It is just the most beautiful gloss. It's opaque. It has a minty, fresh feel to it, so your lips feel very refreshed when you put it on, and I just think it's the most beautiful color. So like I said, I do have it on today, so this is kind of what it looks like when you put it on top of a nude lipstick. But you guys, seriously, hands down, this is I'm gonna have to say it's my all-time favorite gloss of all time. I know that was redundant, but that's okay because that is how much I love this thing. And honestly, the formula is really good. Like I said, it is opaque. It stays on really well. It doesn't wear off easily. And it's not sticky. It's not super duper sticky like some glosses are. So if you have not tried this, please do yourself a favor. Try it out because I guarantee you will love it. This is like a holiday packaging, I think. The normal one doesn't have this little diamond on the top, but I love it. So yeah, I just know whenever it makes it into my handbag that is like a telltale sign that is one of my all-time favorite products. And this month made it into my handbag. I have not been able to live without it. It's just the most beautiful shade I have ever seen. Look at that. It's perfection. That's literally all I can say about this because I'm so excited to tell you guys about it. But speaking of handbag items, another product that made it into my handbag this month is this little perfume from Scentbird. Scentbird is a really cool service. I started using it last month and I've really been getting into it, so I wanted to mention it to you guys. And basically what it is it's kind of like a monthly subscription box. I pay like $14.95 a month and I get this little vial, if you will. So like I said, I've been keeping this in my handbag because it's so travel friendly. You literally twist it up and then whoo, and this one smells so good. You can kind of pull it apart and you can see the fragrance that is inside, which this one is the Nest Dahlia and Vines, which I know is bougie a little bit, but that's why I like this service or this brand, because you can try out a high-end, luxurious perfume and see if you like it without spending $60, $70, because Nest is not cheap. This is probably, I think they were around the $72, $75 price range. So when I found out about this service, I was like, okay, well, I definitely would rather pay $15 a month and get a pretty decently sized vial of perfume. I would say this is probably the same size as a roller ball. So I would definitely rather do that and get to try out perfumes, almost date them, if you will, before marrying them, you know what I mean? Because then I can really kind of find my scents, find what works with me, and if I don't like something, I don't have to dish out the big bucks. Honestly, I'm probably the worst person to ask to describe a scent, but it's sweet and florally, but still very sophisticated feeling or smelling, you know what I mean? It has a very, it has that sense of sophistication and elegance. But yeah, I really like the service, and I like that it comes in this little travel size. And of course, this one, for example, I did like, but I like that you can cancel anytime. Let's say if you find your favorite fragrance of all time and that's what you're gonna stick with, you can cancel at any time, and it has free shipping. So I think those are all really good aspects to the service or to the brand. And I will try to find you guys a coupon code if I can, so that it's even cheaper for you guys. I love finding you guys discounts because that way you guys can save even more money. So that is another product that I've been keeping in my handbag at all times this month. And then one last thing, okay, this is not a what's in my handbag video, but it's kind of turning into that because this product again is so absolutely stunning. So this is one of the new Hourglass lip stylos, the girl lip styles, and it's from their collection that they just recently launched, but this is by far my favorite shade of all. It's the shade Idealist. It is the most beautiful rosy beigey nude. It is seriously stunning. So I'll keep this in my handbag just to have with me in case, you know, I'm having a that's the one right there. In case I'm having a kind of like no makeup day and I just want to throw something onto my lips. It's sheer, but it's very, very moisturizing, which I like a lot. So I can literally throw it on any time of day. Don't need a lip liner. You can just literally like and you're good to go. But I really do like the formula of these of the whole collection because it is so moisturizing. It's definitely sheer. I really think that like glossy, sheer look is definitely coming back in this year. I started to feel that way last year, but still, like, I think that that's gonna be big this year. So Hourglass really kicked off the year correctly with releasing all of these, and all the shades are so beautiful. I just wanted to pick out one to show you guys because this is by far my favorite. So what should I do next? Okay, I'm gonna jump around a little bit and move to a face product. So this product is a primer and it's the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. Now this, where do I start? This is a really, really cool primer. If you're like me, I have oily skin, so I always focus on primers that are gonna kind of like fill in my pores and smooth out my skin and stuff like that, because that is kind of what I feel makes my skin look best or look the way that I'm most comfortable wearing it, if that makes sense. So this is sick because literally it's a primer, but it looks like a glue stick or something, and you literally just swipe, 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 and you are good to go, girl. I don't even blend it in. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I personally don't. I literally swipe it on my face, and it's the easiest primer I have ever tried because you guys know I love the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Clean Slate Primer. That is definitely still a ride or die product for me, but I love this because I do get a very, very similar effect with the sense of it blurring out, smoothing everything out, and really giving me like a nice base, but it is just so easy to use. So this has been my favorite for traveling, and honestly just for an everyday basis. I feel like I have a hair right here, but yeah, I love this and definitely give it a shot. I haven't tried too many Milk makeup products, but I'm really getting into them just because, you know, their whole vibe is kind of like girl on the go, just really easy peasy makeup, and this definitely stands with that, and it works really well. Like, my foundation does apply very nicely over top. And speaking of foundation, the next product I want to mention, you guys are honestly gonna hate me for this, but I have to mention it because I have worn this foundation every single day, pretty much every single day, unless I was doing like drugstore foundation, because you'll see why. But this is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. This, I held off for a long time on buying it just because it is a very, 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 very pricey foundation. And I mean, I didn't know that I could justify it, but then my friend Kelsey talked about it in her yearly favorites last, like in December, and then I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna try it. And I kid you not, I think I would say, like, confidently, I've worn it 99% of the time that I've put on makeup this month, just because it gives me such a flawless finish. It smooths everything out. It is matte, I would say, but it's not like a dried out matte. It's a very velvety matte. And the applicator, I know a lot of people had problems with the applicator, like, what's it called, kind of getting messy or dripping. I haven't had that problem because I haven't traveled with this yet. I will travel with it soon because it has been my go-to. I wore it like to every event that I went to, never had flashback problems. I wore it to Gem Beauty. Like, I've worn it so much. And like I was saying, the applicator is like one of those like kind of like spatula-like applicators where you pick it up and then you kind of apply it to your face and then blend it in. But honestly, I don't have a problem with the applicator yet. It wasn't messy for me. It didn't drip or spill out or anything. But again, I haven't traveled with it yet, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But seriously, it's an amazing foundation. I do have it on today. And I think what I like about it is that it is full coverage, but it still does look like your real skin. It doesn't look like you've just caked on a bunch of makeup. It actually does look like your skin is just perfection. So that has been my absolute favorite foundation of the month. And now I have to talk about a mascara that has honestly, I think this is my favorite mascara of all time. High-end, drugstore, luxury, like no matter what sector of makeup we're talking about, this has been my favorite. So this is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Volume Express. It is, I kid you not, the most voluminizing, lengthening mascara I have ever tried in my life. So the applicator is kind of cool. It does have real bristles, which I do prefer real bristles as opposed to plastic ones. That's just my personal preference. But I think that they kind of like attach onto my lashes a little bit better, and then they can smooth out the mascara and give me more of a fluttery look, if that makes sense. But the wand itself is pretty thick. It has a slight, what would you call that? Angle to it, I guess. But it is, seriously, I don't know what they put in this. It's some kind of voodoo magic mascara, because this is probably the only mascara that I personally feel confident enough not to wear falsies with. Like, I could wear this on its own and be good to go. And that's seriously coming from somebody who, like, falsies are just, they're a part of me, you know, but I still feel confident enough to wear my natural lashes with nothing else except for this mascara. I did that in my last video, like when I was trying out all the Wet n Wild products, and I don't know, like I just love this mascara. I think I already have a backup, and I think this is gonna be my favorite for a long time to come, because it has just made such, like, I can see a visible difference in my lashes every single time I use this. So, okay, I'm getting very excited about these products this month. Next up, I do want to talk about a liquid liner. So this is the Sigma Beauty Line Ace in the shade Monogram. Now, a lot of you guys were asking what liner I was wearing when I did my favorite brushes video, and it was like a brown wing, which low-key have been so into lately, like those brown wings though. I've been wearing it all the time. I wore that to iMats. I've worn it, I think I wore it to the Gem Beauty cocktail party, and just in general, like I've been wearing brown liner for my wing liner all the time this month, and this has been my favorite one to use. So this is a matte brown, and like I said, it is in the shade Monogram. Let me see where to swatch it. So that is the shade. You can see it's a really nice chocolatey brown, but you know I love this formula. I've always used their black one, the Legend color, but this is my first month using the brown, and I've just been obsessed with it because, I mean, the color is beautiful, the formula is good, what is not there not to love, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely try it out because it's amazeballs. Okay, speaking of eyeshadows, this is the eyeshadow palette that I used in that video with the liquid line, the brown liquid liner. So this is the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. Oh, it is so beautiful, you guys. Like, this is my first time trying Violet Voss shadows, was this palette, and it is absolutely stunning. The formula is so buttery, just like, that is what it looks like swatched on the hand. I die at these shades, like, and what I like is that the mattes and the shimmers are both amazing formulas. So that is the shade Wine and Dine. I mean, they're so pigmented, and this palette in particular has, why is my hair just like playing me so hard today? But this palette in particular, it really has a lot of shades that I personally would use, because I always gravitate towards warm, neutral, and then on occasion like the kind of burgundy or wine or like plummy shades. That's just what I'm most drawn to, and this color, I think that's my favorite color of the whole palette, is Toffee, because it's that beautiful bronze that you all know I love. So this palette I would highly recommend if you are looking into getting a Violet Voss palette, just because the shade range is so stunning and the quality is good. So this, I think, would be a good little leeway into Violet Voss, into trying their shadows, because I think this is the type of palette that I do get so much use out of. But even if I wasn't like an avid, you know, glam up all the time kind of girl, I still think that I would get a lot of use out of this palette, even if I was just doing like everyday makeup looks, because there are so many beautiful warm neutrals. So loving this. So I've got a few more makeup items to show you guys. The first is the Monica Dar C2 Warm Yellow Powder. This is what I've been using to set my under eyes lately, if I don't go for a loose powder. So on the days where I just want, you know, more of a sheer coverage or a light coverage, this is what I've been reaching for, because it has a very brightening effect. It's very finely milled, so I feel like it just blends out really nicely, and it doesn't dry out my under eye area that much. This month, I tell you, like, I've been having so many problems with dryness, and I have oily skin usually, so it's really different for me to deal with that, but I've been getting a lot of dryness underneath the eyes, which is random, but this does not like hold on to the wrinkles or like fine lines or anything. It really just like smooths everything out. It, like I said, has a very brightening effect to it, and I love that it is so finely milled. It feels like it's just silk between your fingers when you apply it, so it leaves you with a very, very flawless airbrushed kind of finish. So I love this stuff, and this is kind of what I've been reaching for on a very everyday basis. And then Bite Beauty came out with a couple new lipsticks. I love Bite Beauty lipsticks. I think honestly they are one of my favorite lipstick formulas of all time, just because they're so moisturizing. They smell freaking amazing. Like, whew, they smell so good, and I really like the color range as well. So like I was saying, they did come out with some new shades this month. I think it was called like the Modern Neutrals or the Edgy Neutrals or something along those lines. So this is the shade called Molasses. It is such a beautiful shade. Look at that. Like, whew. Actually, some of the shades from the Edgy Neutral collection were already like previous existing shades. They just kind of like lumped them together with some of the newer shades. So I'm not sure if this one was already existing, because I know they had honeycomb in there and I have that one. I love it. But yeah, this is such a beautiful shade. This next one is Porcini. It looks crazy, I know. Oh my gosh. It kind of looks like my fingers are bleeding right now. So let me take care of that. Okay, so this is like a caramelly brown, which I love me a brown lip. That's just like me, but look how beautiful that is. I wore that in a vlog towards the, I don't know, like beginning, middle of the month, and so many people were commenting, what is that lip color? What is that lip color? And this is what it was, the Bite Beauty Porcini lipstick, the Amuse Bouche lipsticks. They're so beautiful. This is another one of my favorites. This is similar, but it's a little bit more cool tone, so look how beautiful that is. I love these brown beigey lips. That's just like, that's what I'm into right now, and I think they did a really good job coming out with that collection and like making it very cohesive but still different. I mean, I'm the type of person that's like, I have 50 million nude lipsticks and I'm still like, that one has a little peachy undertone, that one has a coral undertone, I'm gonna have to have both, you know what I mean? So I am the type of person, like, I honestly like don't trust me when I say that they look different, because they probably look the same to a lot of you, but for me they look different and I love them both equally. And the last thing that I have absolutely been obsessed with this month, you guys know, this month I feel like I was really kind of rediscovering the no makeup look. I was wearing it a lot, and I was on set a couple times, and the makeup artist, that's what they were creating, and it just really inspired me to, I don't know, kind of like let my skin, my, you know, real skin show through a little bit more. Obviously not today, like I went, you know, full glam, smoky, bronze, you know, today, but I have actually been playing around with more like no makeup looks, and this has been an absolute essential for me. So this is the MAC Strobe Cream. I do have it just like a sample size because I have a few of these and I want to use these up before I purchase the full size, because, you know, beauty on a budget, kind of, sort of like, you just use up your samples, girl, okay? So this is, like I said, the Strobe Cream. I love using this on those no makeup days because it just looks like you are almost like glowing from within. So I know they have like a couple different shades now that they came out with, but I honestly don't know which one this is because it is just like the sample and it doesn't say, but that is what it looks like right there. It is so stunning. So what I do is I kind of like pat it into the tops of the cheekbones, and then I'll sometimes even mix it with my moisturizer to really get that glow going, and I've just been absolutely obsessed with it. But the cool thing is you can't, I mean, I know I've been kind of mentioning it more for like no makeup everyday kind of looks, but you definitely can use them for glam looks. So to use this as a glam look, I've done that a couple times this month as well. And what I do is after I've already done my foundation, I'll put a little bit on. You want to make sure to pat so that you're not rubbing foundation off, but you can definitely pat it on and then go over top of it with a powder to set it down, and whew, you will see your highlight from outer space. Like NASA will come down and be like, Mayday, Mayday, we got a highlight going on right now. But I don't know where that came from. But seriously, this is like a stunning product. I think it's kind of one of my top essentials now just because it is so versatile and it kind of just like adds that extra oomph of glow to any look. So speaking of glow, I did focus a lot on skincare this month because I was wearing a lot more like no makeup looks. But I do want to talk about this product. So this is the Pixi Glow Tonic. Now, a couple of my friends were talking about this and they were saying that it was amazing and stuff, and then I remembered that I just had it sitting in my drawer. So I pulled it out one night and I kid you not, I saw such a difference in my skin within just a couple of days. So what this is an exfoliating toner. It is a chemical exfoliant, meaning that it uses glycolic acid, sorry. It uses glycolic acid to kind of exfoliate the dead skin cells off your skin. And I know a lot of people say that, you know, scrubs aren't the best for your skin. I personally do still use them, but if you're afraid of that, then this is a really good option just because it is a chemical exfoliant. But the biggest thing that I saw a huge difference in was actually acne scarring. So I have a lot of acne scarring on my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead as well. And within a couple days of using this, I definitely saw them start to fade. Obviously, acne scars are really, really difficult to completely get rid of, so I do still have, you know, faint signs of them, but I'm gonna continue using this and see how it goes and see if they just go away altogether, because I'm very proud, for the last week and a half, I've been doing such a good job at not picking at my skin. I'm so happy and proud of myself because that is like my vice. That's like, it gets bad, you guys. Like, it gets horrible when I start picking at it because then I'm like, oh, I gotta get that, gotta get that, gotta get that. And then it just turns into like my face literally looking like a pepperoni pizza or something. So, and it's all me, like it's just me picking at my face. So I've really been trying to stop, and I feel like I'm doing a good job lately, but I do really like this product, and I think that it has been helping me gain confidence in my skin, and then that in turn helps me not want to pick at it as much. So, and then I also have a mask that I wanted to talk about. So this is the Ocean Potion Mineral Mask from Complex Beauty. This mask is really cool. It's very different than anything else I've used. So if you can see, like, it's very, very stiff. You can't even really get it out. It almost has the texture of like a cold cream or something like that, but it's so nice. I really do see a difference in my skin once I put this on. I'll leave it on for like 20 minutes or so, and then afterwards my face just feels smooth. It feels almost like you can see a little bit more clarity and balance in my skin overall, and I don't know, I mean, I've just been loving this. You guys know I love masks in general. I probably do one every single day just because I'm really, really trying to take care of my skin in 2017, so this has been a essential for me. And yeah, they have a couple other masks as well that I like, and I'll use them in conjunction with another. So they have the enzyme mask, so sometimes I'll put this one on and then that one, and it's amazing. I think that one's called the Godmother. It's so good, and that really helps my skin heal a lot better. Like, it helps my redness go away. It helps the acne kind of, you know, get a handle on the acne and everything like that. And then one more product, also from Complex Beauty. This is the Afterglow Complexion Mist. Now, this is a really cool product. I've been using it when I wash my face. I just literally spray, and I kind of let it sink in before I move on to the next step of my skincare. But I do really like it because this one has a bunch of ingredients in it that will also help fade acne scarring and help protect your skin from the bacteria that does cause acne. So I've been using this a lot, and then what I also like about it is because it's a spray, I can spray it any time of day. So even on top of makeup, sometimes I'll, you know, if I feel I swallowed some, but if I feel like I'm in need of a refreshing quality or, you know, refreshment in the middle of the day, I'll just go ahead and spray some of this onto my skin on top of the makeup, and I'm still getting the benefits of all of the ingredients like the colloidal silver and, you know, the AHA and everything else that goes into this. There's a lot. There's vitamin C. There's like a lot of things that goes into this that have helped me to kind of maintain my complexion this month. So, those are all of my favorites. I feel like I talked so fast throughout that entire video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video because seriously, I mean, I feel like you guys know we're on that level, but favorites videos are my absolute favorite to film just because I literally get to sit here and talk to you guys about all the things that I've been loving, and I hope you guys enjoy them too, because I don't want to stop doing them ever, because I don't know, like they're so much fun to film and it just feels like we're just sitting here talking, you know? So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Join our little rockstar family so you can, you know, never miss out on a video. And if you've been loving anything in particular this month, please comment down below, because I love when we start little conversations down there in our little rockstar family, you know? And yeah, I'm sure everybody would love to hear what everybody else has been loving, because you know how it is. I think that's gonna be it from me. Remember, you are beautiful inside and out. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.